Okay, so OC and others have been asking for a quick little video on how to clean out the thumbstick here on the Oculus Quest controller. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'll break this up into two parts. One is actually how to disassemble it in a way so that you can get to that. And then the second part is how do you actually clean it. So in this first part, we have the standard controller. And what you first want to do is you want to remove your battery cover. So that should be fairly simple. And go ahead and remove your battery. I use a rechargeable one, but in your case, it should be the same. It should be a slide down cover and then a AA battery. Now, the next piece is you need to be able to remove this particular piece, this piece of black plastic here, so that you could get underneath the thumbstick. So like if you go ahead and try to blow air through there, you'll realize that the this black piece of plastic as well as the thumbstick itself is actually kind of blocking the underlying mechanisms. So you want to go ahead and remove that. And what you do is, what you'll need is, you need a basic flathead screwdriver. So in this particular case, you can see this is a flathead screwdriver. It doesn't have to be too thin. Like a lot of videos online show that you have to have something really thin, and it should be thin, but it doesn't have to be, you know, razor thin. And what you do is, you actually take your thumb right here, and you kind of slip it underneath there. This will create a little bit of space. And you'll see I'll just do that, and I'll just go ahead and create a little bit of space there, okay? And then when you create a little bit of space, so I'm trying to do this around the camera. So you create a little bit of space. You can see that I've created just a little bit of space by inserting my thumbnail underneath there. Now you can go ahead and insert your screwdriver. And so with that, let me put this so that the ratchet's not on. You can go ahead and pry up a little bit slowly. Do it real slowly. Now, there's two things holding it down. There is a little bit of tape or glue that's holding it down, as well as the tabs. So you heard the tab pop there. And so what you do is you just want to go around nice and slow, okay, and pry it up nice and slow. You can see I'm slightly turning the screwdriver, so like I'm turning it slightly, and that pries it up. And this goes ahead and just kind of comes off nice and slow. You can see right here, let me see if I can get a good shot of this. You could see, let's see if there's a little bit more light. Like right here, there's a little bit of glue or tape holding it together, and that's okay. You can see like let's see if I can make it. There you go. You can see that right there, all of this stuff right here. Yeah. And so again, you're just kind of like slowly pulling up on it. And again, I would use the screwdriver if you can, just to kind of like come around it. And you can see this, it pulls right off. Okay. So if you do it nice and carefully, this will pop right off. No damage to it. You just want to set that aside. Okay. Now let's take a look at the underlying mechanism here. Here you have the thumbstick itself, right? And you could already get to a lot more of the components because this plate has been removed. And so what you could do is you could just very carefully take the thumbstick and just pull up on it, and that should pop off the thumbstick itself. Now, there's a spring underneath here so that when you press it down, it pops back up. You don't want to hurt the spring, so very gently remove that from itself. So there you go. You just hold the spring, right? You hold the springs gently. Okay, you hold the spring gently here, and then you pull this thumbstick itself up. Now, pretty much the entire mechanism is exposed, and any air that you want to use or alcohol you want to use, you should be able to get underneath there very easily. All right, let me go ahead and move to the next step, which is cleaning.